¿Cómo aprendí español? 2 veces, by Lillian Ramos. Growing up in a Mexican household, Spanish was my first language. It's the language both my parents spoke to my siblings and I daily. Naturally, that's the language we grew up speaking. Both my maternal and paternal families came from Nuevo León, Mexico. My parents immigrated to the U.S. when they were young, each with their respective families. My mom came from a family of 8 with 6 brothers and sisters, and my dad came from a family of 9 with 7 brothers and sisters. My childhood was filled with Mexican traditions that come along with having such an extended family. Cada fin de semana había una carne asada, pero con tantos familiares, esta fiestecita siempre se miraba como un gran evento. Y con la música de conjunto y tejano tocando sobre las bocinas de las camionetas, hasta se escuchaba como una gran fiesta. The music of mariachi, Selena always turned any backyard into a dance floor. So you see, speaking Spanish was natural. It was organic. It was the language of my family, my culture, what I was born into. Spanish is a language I would always speak, or so I thought. Slowly and almost without notice, my language began to change. As I entered school, I spoke Spanish less and less, until one day, I began to only speak English. Speaking only English happened gradually. I did not even realize what had happened until it was too late. I just stopped speaking my language. It was all English all day, every day, at school and at home, everywhere. It was just English. I never truly realized what happened until I was studying at the university and began taking my bilingual courses. I remember my professor teaching us how some parents would place their Spanish-speaking children in English-only classrooms because they thought it was better for their children to learn English and they would continue to learn Spanish at home. It was the sink or swim method. These children would eventually lose most of their native language and only speak English. Cuando aprendí toda esta información, Dios mío, it was like the floodgates had opened and a hurricane of memories came flooding back to me. I remember counting down the minutes for class to end so I could get home and talk to my mother. I got home and I asked my mom, "Mom, if I only spoke Spanish, why did you put me in all English?" Pues pensé que iba a ser mejor para ti que aprenderas inglés en la escuela y yo te iba a enseñar español aquí en la casa. But you didn't teach me Spanish, I told her. I completely forgot how to speak it. It sounds a little funny now, but it was as a young adult that I had to learn Spanish for a second time.